Hello students, in previous lecture we have seen predecessor activity, successor activity, looping, dangling of network. Now what is predecessor activity? An activity which must be completed before one or more activity starts, that's called predecessor activity. Next is successor activity, which starts immediately after one or more other activities are completed. Now in this example, in this network diagram, if we consider first two activities, so after completing first activity, it starts second activity B. Means what? In these two activity, A is predecessor activity and B is successor activity. Means what? After completing first activity, it starts second activity. So here, an activity which must be completed before one or more other activities starts, that's called predecessor activity. So here A is the predecessor activity and B and D are the successor activity of A. Now if we consider these two activities B and C, so in B and C, first activity is B and second activity is C. So after completing first activity, it starts second activity C. Therefore B is predecessor activity and C is successor activity between these two. Now again, if we compare these three activities, C, D and E activity. So here C and D are the predecessor activity and E is the successor activity of C and D. Now next is looping. So looping means what? So there is closed loop, that's called as looping. So here this is a figure for looping network diagram. So this is dangling. So there is no closed loop, that's called dangling. Now next is numbering event, we have seen in previous lecture. Okay. Now there is rule to find out network diagram. So what is rule? Each activity is represented by one and only one arrow, but in some situation where an activity is further subdivided into segment, each segment will be represented by separate arrow. Means each segment is denoted by separate arrow. So this is an arrow. So for each segment we divide it by separate arrow. Now time flows from left to right arrows. So pointing in opposite direction are to be avoided. Means what? If we have these two events, so we must draw the activity like this direction. Okay. So only one row. So this is the direction. So time flows from left to right. So we use only these directions, not use to backward direction. So we don't use this direction. So always use this direction. Now arrow should be kept straight and not curved. Now arrow do not bend, because in a network diagram we use always straight arrows. Angle between the arrows should be as large as possible. Means what? Suppose this is an event I, and from that event I, it goes two activities. So this is first activity A and this is second activity B. So angle between these two activity will be as large as possible. Now each activity must have a tail and head event. So for that activity, suppose this is an activity, so it must have this is the tail and this is an head event. For each activity it must have tail and end. So this is for second activity, it must have tail, and this is for end of second activity. Also, no two or more activity may have same tail and same head events. For example, so we cannot show the activity like this. Means what? From event I to event J, so we cannot draw two activity at a time. Means what? Whose end and tail are same. So this is not the case to denote the event. So we denote event only in single arrows. Next is, an event is not complete until all the activities flowing into it are completed. So after completing all activity, so our network diagram will be completed. Now no subsequent activity can begin until its tail event is completed. Now next is, in a network diagram there should be one initial event and one end event. So always remember that in network diagram there should be one and only one initial and one end event. requires. And last is arrows should not cross each other where crossing cannot be avoided. So for that we should make bridge or dotted line. So suppose there is cross, so we can draw this bridge like this. So this bridge called pipeline crossover. Suppose this is the first activity and we draw second activity over that first activity, so we make bridge like this called as pipeline crossover. And suppose this is the first activity and we want to draw second activity and which is cross to first activity, so we can draw like this notation. So call this as broken arrows crossover. Next is, now let's draw network diagram. So we have given draw network diagram for given project whose activities and predecessors are given below. So there are activities A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I and J, and whose predecessors are A have no predecessor, B have no predecessor, C have no predecessor and D also have no predecessor. So here E have predecessors AB, F have predecessor E, G have predecessor F, H have predecessor D, I have predecessor GH and J has predecessors CI. Means what? So this is predecessor means what? After completing AB activity, it start activity E. After completing E's activity, it start F activity like this. So predecessor activity means what? Which complete first and then start second, which is called successor activity. Now, so these are the predecessor activity and these are successor activity. Now here A, B, C and D have this is before A, B, C and D, so there is no activity. So A, B, C and D are the initial start point. Okay, but we cannot start like this. So suppose A is equal to this is A activity, this is B activity, this is C activity and this is D activity. So but we know that in in network diagram there should be one initial event, there should be one and only one initial and one end event. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 initial event. So this is not correct method. So we draw its rough diagram like this. So this is first, this is single event. From that single event we have A, B, C and D 4 activities. So we draw like this. So this is first event A, second event this is B, this is next event. Suppose this is A, B, suppose this is C event and this is D event. Okay, so we complete it. We want to find out its network diagram. Now next here is A goes to what? So this is AB is the predecessor activity and E is the successor activity. Means what? After completing first AB activity, it starts second activity E. Now AB goes to E. So first A goes to what? E. A goes to E. A goes to E. Next make linking. So E goes to what? E goes to F. E goes to F. Right? A goes to E, E goes to F. Now F goes to G, F goes to G. Okay. Next F goes to G and G goes to I. So G goes to I. Suppose I will draw this like this. G goes to I. G goes to I and next is I goes to J. Suppose this is I goes to J. And this is the end point of this is the last event, this is end event and this is starting event. Okay, which in network diagram there should be one and only one initial and one end event. Okay, so remember this condition. Now here next first A goes to E is done, right? Next E goes to F, E goes to F is done, F goes to G is done. Next D goes to H. So this is our D and D goes to what? D goes to H and H goes to I. So D goes to H and H goes to I. So this is activity H. Okay. Next is, so G goes to I, G goes to I is done, H goes to I, so this is also done. Next, here D goes to H is done. Next is C goes to A, B goes to, so B goes to E, so B goes to E, and we know that no two activities whose start and end point is same. Means what? We cannot draw any two activity whose tail and end event are same. Therefore, we have two activity AB whose starting event is same. So we make an angle between these two activity as large as possible. That's why I have taken like this. So we have B is the predecessor activity of E and E is the successor activity of B, because here AB goes to E. Therefore, we will make an bridge. Dummy activity. Call this as dummy activity. Now next is C. So C goes to, C and I are the predecessors activity and J is the successor activity. Okay. Now here C goes to J and I goes to J. So here I and J in these two activity, I is predecessor activity and J is successor activity. Okay. Now first is C goes to J. C directly goes to J. So here there is no activity between C and J. So we take here dummy activity. So here this is dummy activity. Now this is cross of two activities. So we will make here is bridge. So this is H activity. So we make bridge. So this is crossover bridge. So this is dummy activity D2. This is dummy activity. Now, so this is the rough diagram. Now here initial point in this diagram there is this is the initial event and this is last event. Okay. So in network diagram, you for drawing network diagram, always remember that it should have only one initial and only one end event. Now this is the rough diagram. Now make its final diagram. Now its final diagram will be, so here this is the activity. Suppose this is activity A. Next A goes to what? E. Next E goes to F. Now we want to remove this dummy activity. Okay, and make this diagram as suitable as possible. So we take this C activity below the D activity and we take this D activity above this C activity. So we get, so this is suppose here I will take this activity as a B and there is dummy activity. This is D1 dummy activity. Okay, here is suppose this is G, this is G. Next this is I and last this is J activity. Okay, so here I will take D as under. So we get here this is D activity and D goes to H, in H goes to I. So D goes to H and H goes to I. Okay, and last is C directly goes to J. So this is, so I will write directly, this is C and C goes to J. So in this our chart, what we have here, AB goes to E. So here A and B goes to E. Next E goes to F, E goes to F. Next F goes to G, F goes to G. D goes to H. So this is D goes to H. GH goes to I. So this is G and H both goes to I. And next CI. So this is C and I goes to J. So this is final network diagram. So which is required network diagram. Okay, so this is the network diagram. Now let's see another example. a project consists of series of tasks labeled A, B, C, D up to H with following relationships. Now W succeeds XY. So W is predecessor and XY is successor. Means X and Y cannot start until W is completed, and XY precedes W. Means what here? XY means W cannot start until XY is completed. With this notation, construct the network diagram having following constants. So here we have given A is predecessor of D, that is A precedes D, BD precedes F, C precedes G, B precedes F, B precedes H, and FG precedes I. Now first write down its predecessors and activities. Now we write down its activity as letter. So we have given the notation A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H, I. So we write this as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H and I. Okay. So we have given this as activity. Now write down its predecessors. So here D has value before D has value A. So D has predecessors A. Next E has predecessor A. E has predecessor A. Next again F has two predecessors which is B and D. So F has two predecessors B, D. Next G has predecessor C. G has predecessor C. Next H has predecessors B. So here H has predecessors B. Next I has two predecessors which is F and G. So I has two predecessors FG. So this is our given data. Now we want to draw the network diagram. So first draw a rough network diagram, and from that network diagram, if it is complicated, we make it simple, and to remove suppose if it is possible to remove some dummy variables or dummy activities and find out its final network diagram. So let's draw. So here A, B and C has no predecessor activity, right? So we take here one single event. Okay, so one single event start points A, B and C from that event. So here this is event A, this is event B and this is event C. Okay, so make an chain. So here A goes to D. So first A goes to D, A goes to D, D goes to F, D goes to F, A goes to D, D goes to F, F goes to I, F goes to I, and I is the last event. Okay, so here A goes to D is done. Next D goes to F is done, and F goes to I is done. Next event is A goes to E. So E is not in our list. So A goes to E and A goes to E, and E is further there is no E. So A goes to E. E is the last event, right? So here we draw from that A, we draw last event. So this is E event, because here E is the end event. A goes to E and there is no further E which precedes other activity. Okay, so E is the last. Now here A goes to D is done, A goes to E is done. Next B goes to F. So this is B and B goes to F. Okay, B goes to F. So this B directly goes to F. So here there is cross between these two activity, and B directly goes to F. So we make here dummy activity. So this is called dummy activity. Okay, so this is D1. B goes to F, and here D also goes to F. Next C goes to G. So this is C. C goes to G and G goes to I. C goes to G. C goes to, suppose this is G activity, and G goes to, C goes to G and G goes to I. So directly this is G. I will make here dummy activity. C goes to G and G goes to I. Okay. So here it done. Now check that all these conditions are satisfied or not. So A goes to D, A goes to E, BD goes to F. So B goes to F and so D goes to F, B goes to F. Now C goes to G. Next B goes to here, B goes to H also. So B goes to H. So here there is no H. So B goes to H. So H is the last point. So we take here B goes to H and H is the last event. B goes to H, H is the last event. Next is F goes to G, F goes to G. So here, sorry, F goes to I, F goes to I and G goes to I. So it completes all the activities. Okay, so this is the rough diagram. This is the rough diagram. Now we want to draw its suitable diagram. So it is possible to remove all the cross and dummy variable. So let's draw final diagram. So final network diagram will be final network diagram is. Now to avoiding this bridging and crossing, now to take this point, to take A event below the event B, then the bridging or cross line will be removed. So let's see. So let's draw. So first event. Okay. So from that first event, so I will draw. So this is event B. So this is activity B. So this is event A and this is event C. Okay. So from that B, from that A goes to D. A goes to what? D. So in figure we see that A goes to D and see that F has D and B are the predecessors. Okay, so F has D and B are the predecessors. So we start here. This is F and here this is D. Okay, so here A goes to D, A goes to D, A goes to D and B directly goes to F. B directly goes to F. And next A goes to, so here A goes to D, D goes to F, F goes to I. Okay, so this is F goes to I. Okay, so A goes to D, A goes to D, D goes to F, F goes to I is done. Now next B goes to directly F and also B goes to what? B goes to H. So this B goes to H and H is the last activity. So this B goes to H and H is the last activity. Okay. Now for C, what we have? C. So this C goes to G, C goes to G and G goes to I. So here C goes to G, C goes to G and G goes to I. So this is the required final network diagram. So which is final network diagram? Which is final network diagram. Right? So let's see all the conditions are satisfied or not. A goes to D, A goes to D, A goes to E. Sorry, here A goes to E is remaining. So A goes to E, A goes to E, A goes to E and E is the last point. So here A goes to E and E is the last point. So this is, so here is bridge. A goes to E and E is the last point. So here it satisfies A goes to D, A goes to D, A goes to E, BD. So this B and D goes to F. Next, and FG. So F and this G goes to I. So this is the final network diagram. Now let's see another example. Now this is the another example. So in this example we have, these are the successors up to O, and these are the predecessors of given activities. Okay, so here in this example, first write down this is predecessor activity and this is successor activity up to O. Now make an linkage. So first there is first event A having no initial predecessors. Okay, so this is first activity. Now make an linkage. So A goes to B, A goes to B. Next B goes to E, B goes to E. Next B goes to E. Next E goes to G, E goes to G, E goes to G. Next G goes to H, G goes to H, G goes to H. So H goes to I, H goes to I. Next I goes to K, I goes to K. Next K goes to L, K goes to L. L goes to M, L goes to M. M goes to O, M goes to O, and O is the last activity. Okay, next remaining, so what it remains? Next it remains C. C goes to what? So here A goes to C, A goes to C, C goes to D, C goes to D, D goes to G, so D goes to G. So here C goes to C, here D goes to G, D goes to G. So here is dummy activity, called this as dummy D1. D goes to G. So we can draw directly straight line D. Okay. Now this is I have written it as dummy. Now D goes to G. G goes to what? G goes to H. So this is happening. H goes to I happen. F goes to J. So next is here C goes to F. So this C goes to F. F goes to J, F goes to J, J goes to K. So here this is K, J goes to K, J goes to K. So there is no distance, so call this as dummy activity D2. Okay, J goes to K. Next K goes to L. This is we have performed this activity. J goes to K, K goes to L, L goes to M, L goes to M, and M goes to O. Next is J goes to N, J goes to N, and N goes to O. So this is the rough diagram. Now we make its final diagram. So how to make? So to remove this dummy activity, if it is possible. Now here, so this activity A. Now to remove this, so here this from A we have two successors, so B, C. Okay, so from B we have E, B goes to E, and B goes to E, and here C goes to D, C goes to D, and D goes to what? G. Okay, so we have E goes to E goes to G. So here E goes to G. Therefore here directly we can draw this is E goes to G, and next G goes to H, H goes to I goes to K, K goes to L, L goes to M. But so this direction is reverse, so we cannot take this direction reverse. So so final diagram is, so first is, so this is our first, so final, from that final diagram, one A goes to B, A goes to B, right? B goes to E, B goes to E goes to G, G goes to H, right? H goes to I goes to K goes to L goes to M goes to O, right? And here now this is A goes to C, right? So A goes to C goes to D, and C goes to F. So D directly goes to G. So D directly goes to G, and C goes to F. So this is F. Next F goes to J. Next J goes to this is the dummy activity. J goes to K and J goes to N. So J goes to K. So there is dummy activity, call this as D1, and J goes to N, and N goes to what? N goes to final O. So this is final activity, and this is final network diagram for given content. Okay, we'll stop here. Thank you.